Hi, welcome to a new tutorial. Let's get started by starting the application, the Photoshop, and then our resources are going to be found in Americano Virtual Classwork 3.4 in unit number 3, image processing. That's okay. In this, we are going to work with quick selection tool. We are going to apply masks to create a double exposure effect. No more words. Let's click on the model link so a new window opens. Let's click on the mountain link so a window opens. Here I got the image available, so I'm gonna start it downloading by clicking on this button. Alright, I'm gonna start it downloading again in the mountain by clicking this button again, clicking on. Once the selection is over, I just can do something very easy. I just can select the image and drag it all over Photoshop here. Okay, that's what I mean. Pay attention. I just drag it, go Photoshop in the middle and drop it. I have already dropped it. Let's change the name, please. Girl would be a good name. And also, the mountain. Let's go back. So the mountain is here. I drag it over Photoshop application and then I drop it. Before I accept the changes or I press enter, I'm gonna adjust the size of this image so this image can cover the whole face. All right, a little bit higher. There you go. Press enter. Now this layer is going to be called mountain or mountain if you wish. I'm going to hide it because I'm not going to work with it now. So I'm going to move it to the button. I'm going to focus on the girl image. Let me get a close up. I want to select only the girl's face or head, whatever you want. I don't want any kind of background. So the best way to do this is to use the quick selection tool. The quick selection tool is the fourth in the thumbnail toolbox list. So I'm going to click on the quick selection tool and look at this. It's very easy. You just press the button and you don't even get close to the silhouette. Automatically this smart tool selects automatically similar pixels. You gotta make sure that the act to selection option is active. Alright, because I have the chance to finish and continue selecting. Now, these areas that are kind of, well, the selection is not flawless, but I can fix it very easily. Alright? Alright, here, look at this. If you don't see properly, you can always close it up. Alright, here we go. Very carefully. Don't overdo it. There you go. I don't know. Let me see if there is any other flaw. Oh yeah, I got something here. Good. Now, with Ctrl 0, we return to the normal size. Now, I want to cut this selection and paste it in a new layer. There are many things to do, many steps to do that, but let's do first the feather. The feather is going to be 0.5, whatever you want to call it. And the function, I can tell you, but you will not understand. I prefer you to see it by yourself. So, remember, the feather is 0.5. That's very important step. Very important step, 0.5. Now I'm gonna Control and J helps me to copy and create a new layer for this copy. So I'm gonna press on the keyboard Control and J. Are you ready? Control and J. 1, 2, 3, go. Here you are. So girl doesn't work anymore for me, so I'm gonna hide it. And the new name is gonna be model. All right. And remember the feather, what I told you about? Look at the borders. The borders are awesome. They're very soft. That this image can even blend with anything, with any other background. So it's very important you do that. Now, I'm going to work with I'm going to desaturate the image. Okay, remember that the model image layer is active. So image, let's go to adjustments. And then we go to desaturate. Take a look that we can use a combination of keystrokes. So whatever you prefer, whatever suits you, okay? So I'm gonna click on desaturate. I'm ready. Now I'm ready for the mountain layer. So the mountain layer is gonna be on the top, covering the girl, of course. But let's change the opacity a little bit so we can see a little bit transparent and we can see where the girl is with the mountain. And this looks cool, all right? I like the way it is, the way it looks. Okay, I go back to the opacity of 100%. And pay attention to this. This is very important. I'm going to the model, even though you cannot see it. You want to see it? Okay, let's hide the mountain. Let's see the model. The model layer is active, and pay attention. I'm going to press the Control key on the keyboard along with clicking on the thumbnail. Okay, on this layer thumbnail. So I'm going to click Control and thumbnail, and look what happened. I'm going to show you better. Look, the selected area, it's here. But I'm not going to work. Okay, we have a selected area, but I'm going to work with the mountain. So I show the mountain. I make the mountain visible. I make the mountain layer an active layer by clicking here. Can you see it? And I still can see the selection of the previous image. And that's awesome because the next step is to create a mask. Vamos a ver. Let's see what is a mask. Sorry for the Spanglish. Now, look at the mask layer. Pay attention. Here we are. I'm going to add this mask and voila. Now we got the mask. It's awesome because the mask is something that hides or shows partially an image or an overlap image. Okay, so here we are. And now let's work with the model. The model also needs a mask because this is going to be a double exposure. What does it mean, double exposure? In some cases, you're going to see the image of the mountain. In some other cases, you're going to see the face of the girl. Okay, so we had our first layer with the mask, the mountain with the mask, and now I'm going to have the girl. I don't have to do a silhouette again because we just have this. All right, we just have the image of the girl. So no more talk. Let's add a mask layer to the model layer. Pay attention. What has happened? Nothing so far. Good job. Now, the mountain is okay and the layer is okay. The model layer. I'm going to duplicate this. All right. And I'm going to move it to the top. All right. Now, the girl covers the whole mountain stuff. But if I change the blending mode of the girl with lighten, it's gonna look awesome. Alright, now remember, this is the first exposure and this mountain is the second exposure. Okay, what are we gonna do now? Pay attention. We are going to choose the brush. The brush is to paint something, and the color we're gonna choose here, it's the black color. Alright, but in a mask, the black color shows. Pay attention what I say. In a mask, the black color painting shows. Let's pay attention. I'm on the model copy. So I'm going to start painting black color. You will see the black color here, but you will see the results. Can you see? All right, you're painting. So what's happening? It's showing the mountain. Look at this. Take your time. Excellent. There you go. Don't overdo it. Alright. Very nice. Now, we go to the girl. We go to the mountain. In the mountain, we are going to do the same. We're going to paint the mask. Pay attention. Paint the mask. Now, I'm going to paint it, but look at the effect in this case. Can you see? Now I'm watching more specifically the face of the girl. Alright. There you go. If you consider that you need more, you can go back to the previous layer and start working on it. Very nice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call a double exposure. This is very useful for pamphlets, posters. You can add a background. Let's add a background, please. Okay, here we got the bucket tool. We give a background color, a gray, and we paint it. We put the background at the end. There we are. So we have a very nice double exposure effect image. Thank you very much. Don't forget to do it. Save it as a JPG with low resolution and upload it to Americano Virtual. See you on the next tutorial.